It's pretty wild to think about, but you've probably already used AI like a dozen times today, and you didn't even notice. Seriously, from the route your map app picked for your commute to the spam filter that keeps your inbox clean, it is everywhere. So in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you how this tech isn't some far-off dream. No, it's a force that's changing your world right here, right now.
Okay, so we're all constantly bombarded with headlines, right? It's always about the next big thing in AI. It kind of makes you feel like we're living on the edge of some sci-fi movie. We're so used to thinking of it as this thing that's coming tomorrow. Which leads to the big question, the one everyone's asking. Is AI really the future?
Well, here's the thing. The simple answer? No. And that might sound a little shocking, but it's because AI isn't the future. It's the present. It's the world we are literally living in right now. It's not coming. It's already here, woven into the very fabric of our lives. And that's the key right there. This isn't some loud Hollywood-style robot takeover. Not at all. It's more of a quiet, steady transformation happening in the background. Think about those subtle algorithms that curate your newsfeed or the smart systems that keep traffic flowing downtown. AI is kind of like the invisible engine, humming away, quietly reshaping, well, everything, both how we work and how we live.
All right, so let's dive into the first big area this is all hitting, our jobs, the workspace. It's really easy to think of AI as a competitor, something that's here to replace us. But honestly, that's not the right way to look at it. A much better way, a more accurate way, is to see it as a partner, a collaborator. We are really stepping into a brand new era, one that's all about this new kind of partnership between people and machines.
So check out how this new partnership actually works. Let's just picture an account, for example. The AI, it can churn through thousands of transactions in a blink, flagging anything weird. That's all the tedious, repetitive stuff. And what does that do? It frees up the human accountant to do what humans do best. Think about strategy, advise clients, and solve complex problems that need creativity and a real human touch.
And that right there is the real magic. This isn't just about being faster or more efficient. It's way bigger than that. It's about making our work better. By letting the machines handle the boring stuff, AI gives us back the one thing we can never get more of: time. Time and brain power to focus on the work that actually matters.
Okay, so let's clock out of the office for a minute and talk about the rest of our lives. Because guess what? That same quiet revolution is happening at home too. The best way to think about it here is like having your own personal invisible assistant. It's just always there, working in the background, making everything run just a little bit smoother.
So where is it? I mean, really, where is AI showing up in your daily life? If you think about it for a second, you might be surprised. It's that navigation app that magically finds a shortcut around a huge traffic jam. It's your social media feed that somehow just knows exactly what videos you want to watch. And yeah, it's the smart speaker that plays your Getting Ready playlist without you lifting a finger.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the goal of AI in our personal lives is pretty simple. Make things easier and make them more, well, personal. It's designed to learn your habits, figure out what you need before you even ask, and make all our tech feel less like a clunky machine and more like something that actually gets you. And here are a couple of perfect everyday examples. You know that kind of spooky moment when your streaming service recommends a movie and it's exactly what you were in the mood for? Yep, that's AI. Or every single time you say, hey, set a timer for 10 minutes, you're literally having a conversation with a really advanced AI.
But, okay, all this convenience, all this power, it's incredible. But it's not all just fun and games. With technology that's moving this fast, we can't only talk about the cool stuff. We have to talk about our side of the bargain, our responsibility in making sure this thing is guided in the right direction.
And really, it all comes down to this one simple fact. With AI comes responsibility. As we build this stuff, as we bring it into our lives, we are also signing up for a huge new role. We're the guardians. We're the ones who have to make sure this powerful tool is used for good.
So what does that actually look like? Well, it breaks down into three big things. First, ethics. We have to demand that these AI systems are fair and that we understand how they make decisions. Second, privacy. I mean, this is a huge one. As more of our life goes online, we have to be super careful about protecting our data. And third, it's on us. We all have a personal responsibility to keep learning and adapting our own skills for this new world.
All right, so let's wrap this up by looking ahead. We've talked about where AI is right now, and we've talked about our responsibilities. So, what comes next? What does this AI-powered future actually look like, and how do we get ready for it? Look, the challenges we just talked about are absolutely real. But the future with AI, it is genuinely exciting. The potential here is just massive. We're talking about tackling some of humanity's biggest problems, from discovering new medicines to fighting climate change. With AI as a partner, the future looks pretty bright.
So how do we make sure we thrive in this new world? Honestly, it really just comes down to two things. Two mindsets. First, we have to stay curious. Keep asking questions, keep learning. And second, we've got to be adaptable. We have to learn to embrace change instead of fighting it.
And this might be the most important point of all. The goal here isn't to replace people, it's to make people better, to give us amazing new tools. But as we embrace all this tech, we have to promise ourselves to keep the human touch alive. Things like empathy, creativity, real connection, those have to stay front and center.
Which leaves us with one last really big question to chew on. As these machines get smarter and smarter, they're going to force us to ask ourselves a pretty profound question. When AI can do so much, what will it truly mean to be human?